Hey guys, it's Casey Drama Lover. Let's go ahead and talk about Moon River. I want to give you a summary about my final thoughts on it and what I thought, what I rated, and whether you should watch it. Okay, if you have seen Moon River, I want to know what your thoughts are on it. Did you like it? So when it first started, we have the current crown prince played by our man Kang, which he was definitely one of the stars of this series. He had me captivated the whole time, and definitely I loved his performance. Then we have Kim Sejeong, which if you have seen her in Business Proposal, you know that she's funny. I just love her character, and she plays basically the deposed crown princess who was then presumed to be killed, but then she wasn't really killed, but then she lost her memory. So then she was like a poor runaway slave that did odd jobs. So her role was intricate and she did a great job as well. Then we have Hong Suzu, who plays the left minister's daughter, Woo Hee, and actually I was so excited about her character. From the beginning, it was basically she was shooting a gun and then it spirals into her being like wait, is she gonna be the villain of this series? And then she redeems herself at the end. So she definitely has a complicated story, not complicated story, but a unique story, which I liked. And at the end of the day, I really liked her performance. And then we have Sejeong, which if you've seen him, I first saw him in Crash Landing on You, and I thought he was adorable there, and I really liked him. So I was happy to see him in this series, and he played the deposed crown prince who is in love with the left minister's daughter. So this series has what we call a love, if you ever heard of a love triangle, this is a love quadrilateral. So where we have two different love stories, and like at the end of the day, I don't know if I liked one more than the other. They were interesting with Dolly and then Lee Kang, and then we have the deposed crown prince in love with the left minister's daughter, and then we have the current crown prince engaged to Woo Hee, and then we have Dolly, who she kind of doesn't know why she likes, and crown prince is not trying to like her because she's not really, at that moment in time, she doesn't think that she is the wife. So anyways, there's an interesting love quadrilateral happening right there, and I definitely thought it was funny. And towards the end, actually, we have like a hexagon happening because we find out the love story of the left minister, and to be honest, I felt that story was a little bit sad in itself, and I understood why the left minister did what he did, even though it was like crazy and obsessive, but you kind of understood him at the end. And I feel like towards the end, I don't know why, but the writers kind of messed up and they just wanted to make him really the bad guy. So he just and started killing random people like on episode 13. And I feel like they only did that because they really wanted to show, oh, he's really the bad guy. But if you saw his story, then you understood why he did what he did. And I actually felt a little bit sad for him, and I almost wanted him to get his happy ending. So is that what you were thinking? Is that how you felt? Let me know, because I can't be the only one, right, that kind of felt that. So this story has a complexity in itself because it's kind of historical, but it's not, it's more fantasy in a way, because there's scenes where they do like, so the main two leads, Dolly and the crown prince, they switch bodies, and that is hysterical in the beginning. Like the way that they were able to kind of know each other's mannerisms and go into each other's roles was so funny to see. And at one point, Dolly was trying to snip Lee Kang's, you know what, and that was hysterical. So anyways, that was so funny. But to be honest, at some points I did think that it was overdone. Like it would have been good if it was like one and done, like, okay, it happened, but no, it kept going. They switched souls a couple of times throughout the series, and I like my Kang Tae to be manly. So whenever he had to switch and be Dolly, his mannerisms changed, and that brought it down a little bit to me. But overall, their acting of each other's personalities and how one another, was seen was spot on. So definitely thought that was hysterical. And then we also have like this whole I don't know, a bird that's poisonous, that's was really creepy. But there's a lot of things going on here. I thought it was mostly going to be more historical, you know, political based, but they had a lot of fantasy aspects to it that I did enjoy. And then the cinematography was also so good. So overall, I give this so overall, it had a lot of complexity to it, and I think that's what kept me engaged to this Moon River and why I did enjoy it so much. The actors were phenomenal. The cinematography, like again, I think I have mentioned it before, it was just spectacular. There's certain scenes where they use color, landscape, and then you have these picture perfect moments that really made the series. So whoever did the cinematography there, you did a great job. A plus there. So when we go to the story, because of the plot and the complexity, again, it was sometimes it was a little bit too ridiculous with the whole soul searching back and forth, and you didn't understand really why they were switching, but then you did. So for that, the plot could have been a little bit better, but it was still really good. Overall, I rate this series like uh, 8.2 out of 10, and that's pretty good in my opinion. I watch a lot of K-dramas, and you should definitely watch it if you like fantasy, and if you like soul switching, and if you like historical dramas. Definitely watch it for that. And then Kang Tae, really, there's nothing much more I can say. When you have like a couple scenes with him without a shirt on, he is just so manly and good eye candy, guys. So anyways, definitely recommend Moon River. I hope you guys watch it. Again, I thought it was phenomenal. I hope you guys like it. Let me know your thoughts if you have seen it already. What do you rate it? Do you agree with me that you understood why the left minister did what he did? And at the end of the day, did you like it? It does have a happy ending, so whoever watches it and wants to know if there's a happy ending, there is a happy ending, so you're not going to be upset about that. And actually, throughout the series, it's quite entertaining, so make sure you guys watch Moon River. Let me know your thoughts. In the meantime, love hard and keep watching harder, guys. See you in the next review. Bye!